Don't try to bend the spoon. That's impossible. Instead, try to realize the truth. There is no spoon. Then you realize that it's not a spoon that bends, but yourself. Many people didn't even understand the message from the Matrix, from that scene, because it's about your mind being a graphical processing unit, a GPU for the system. So when you think of something, you make it real. Your mind is the input for all the things you perceive, and that make it your reality. So that's a very important message, that everything is in your mind and your entire reality is internally. So that's why also, I once read this quote of Alexander the Great, of like him conquering the world, but it's not real, like if you go in space, you still see the entire world. It's like you don't need like everybody looking up to you, the entire world. Oh, he conquered. When you close your eyes, it's still dark, and there's only the internal world you can conquer. Meaning, okay, how can I fix this internally? How can I conquer my thoughts? When a thought comes into my mind, what can I make out of it? And it's about you can only fix so much on the outside. The only thing you can control is your mind. And instead of trying to fix things in the outer world, trying to conquer things, try to conquer that you are okay with whatever happens on the outside, instead of fixing the conflict. People go to like brutal, like killing and stuff, because they can't control the outside and they think that this is gonna solve the problem. But the real problem is being okay with your thoughts on the inside, inside processing it. You can take information, from the news, from the outside, to see, okay, where do people want me to go? But then only use that as information, and then decide internally what you want to do. Society is not real. If you have a thought, you basically make it real. It's like in the Matrix, this famous scene, don't worry about the waste, and then he sees the waste and he drops it, and then the oracle says, the real thing is, would you still have dropped the waste if I didn't tell you about it? So your focus, where you shift your energy towards, and your thoughts make something real. If you really believe something, like think about it. If your mind really perceives something that way because you truly believe it, then this is how your reality is gonna bend. So it's about processing your inner life and fixing your thoughts, and by repeating common ideas, you are helping the system. Always repeating certain narratives, always like you manifest it into reality. You're also like a processing power, and escaping doesn't mean getting rich or exceeding certain metrics. Escaping means being ready. Your choice to truly accept reality as it is, and being free in the sense of that you can make up your own mind. Some people also don't want to be freed. Some people want to live in a fantasy land. So there's no, don't try to free people. Sometimes also because they are just not ready for it, like Morpheus said, some people just wouldn't, they're like not in that life stage where they would be able to realize certain things. It's really just a choice. You have to make that choice if you want to be free or not. It's really about, you have to make the choice how you process the things internally, and you can't, conquering is not real. Like if somebody you don't own anything, basically. Everything can be taken from you. The only thing that really exists is the inner world. And if you want to, let's say, like conquering, like you don't actually own anything. You can only be at one place at a time, and nobody is really like. Do you care that these people now care more about you? Like, it's all not real. It's all fake and meaningless. The only thing you have is your mind, and trying to improve your mind, and your internal world is gonna reflect on your outer world, because your thoughts translate into these actions depending on where you shift your focus. There was an experiment done where med students, they were told, guys, whatever sickness, whatever thing we are studying this week, many people experience the same symptoms. Do not fall for it. It's just your focus is on this, certain symptoms, so you're gonna experience them. And they still had that symptoms, because that's their focus, and they actually thought they were sick. And every week with this new virus or whatever they had. So it's all where you shift your focus towards. And that's also how the news work. You can shift the focus towards certain things, or shift away from certain things. So all you can do is, okay, where do they want me to go? Where's the trap? Like, why do you want me to see this? Why are you telling me this? And then you can kind of shift your mind and see, okay, this is what actually is happening, and process the information the right way. So if you have a thought, don't hold on to it. You can watch it, you can perceive it. It's information for you, how your brain works, but it's not you. Your thoughts are not you. You don't have to hold onto them, and you can just decide on what to act on. Okay, that's it for the video. Comment your thoughts down below, and see you in the next one.